The man saw the restored surveillance footage. Only then did he realize he wrongly accused his wife. The coffee on the scheming woman. Turned out he splashed it on himself. Yet before, he solely relied on the scheming woman's one-sided account. Not only did he wrongly accuse his wife of being malicious, but also used all sorts of unbearable words to humiliate her. Yet the CEO was unaware of the debt he owed his wife. It's not just this one incident. It turns out, 18 years ago, the CEO was framed. In a state of confusion, he accidentally crossed paths with a girl, but in the dim environment at the time, neither of them saw each other clearly. Little did they know the scheming woman took advantage of this. My brother's film and television work. Enjoying the CEO's favor. After the woman escaped from the room, she was coincidentally seen by the passing CEO's mother. She saw the girl in distress, escaping from her son's room, instantly guessed what had just happened. What had happened? She really liked the beautiful girl in front of her. She really liked her, and also knew that it was her own son. She felt sorry for the girl, so she saved the girl, and sent her abroad. She returned many years later, and made her son's wife. By then, the girl had become a world-renowned doctor, but she did not recognize that the CEO was the man from that night. She just discovered that the CEO was actually being poisoned. She wanted to repay the CEO's mother for saving her life back then, so she concealed her identity as a doctor, and married the CEO to secretly help him detoxify his body. However, after marriage, the CEO never allowed the girl to get close to him, which hindered the progress of her acupuncture. Very slowly, each day passes by. Now, as long as this last injection is administered, the toxins in the president's body will be completely eliminated. So she could only boldly approach the president, trying to administer the last injection while he wasn't paying attention. Unexpectedly, the president showed no mercy and pushed her away. Even if you are good to me, I still can't respond to you. Gladly returned. It turns out it was in the president's heart. Since Moonlight returned to the country, he has always believed that the scheming woman was the one who saved him many years ago, thinking that on that night, the toxins in his body transferred to the scheming woman, causing her to go abroad for years of treatment, but still not recovered. Therefore, the guilty president plans to divorce the woman and give the scheming woman a status, and is willing to compensate the woman for this. This sudden news left the woman at a loss, but she doesn't want to give up because of this treatment of the president over the years. So she put on a reluctant look, trying to keep the president. Actually, while he wasn't paying attention, quietly administered the final injection. Illusion Ma movies. Phage movies. Why does she seem so happy? Phage movies. At this time, the scheming woman called. What came from the other end of the phone was the scheming woman's painful voice. So the president immediately decided to go to the hospital to take care of the scheming woman. A reluctant look to keep him, but the president had already made up his mind to leave. So without any mercy, he ruthlessly shook off his wife's hand. Little did the woman know, she didn't care about this marriage at all. I was just giving the injection, just pretending to be affectionate. Fu Han's hen. He really thinks highly of himself. At this moment, suddenly from behind, the sound of leather shoes. The woman thought the president heard her soliloquy. Unexpectedly, when she turned her head, she found she is the president's assistant. According to the president's instructions, she came to deliver the divorce agreement to her. However, when the woman opened the agreement, she was shocked. The president actually offered 10 billion as her divorce compensation, but the reason she married the president was to repay the president's mother for saving her life. So, please trouble the assistant to deliver a message to the president, saying she agrees to divorce and leave with nothing. But you have been married to Mr. Fu for 3 years, without a job, not wanting anything at all. If you just leave, then how will you live in the future? Leaving Han Shen. I don't care how I live anymore. I will figure it out myself. Partner up with Psy Film and Television, Fei Film and Television, Fei Brother Film and Television, and Chi Film and Television. What a gentle and kind woman she is. Mr. Fu is still not content with this. However, the president's assistant could never have imagined that the woman would get into a luxury car as soon as she left. A woman subordinate drove to pick her up. Initially discovered that Fu Han's hen was poisoned. Afraid that aunt would worry, yet didn't want to expose the identity of the divine Dr. Zuying. Could only marry him to detoxify. Now Fu Han's hen's illness has improved. We are clear from now on. At this time, the president is accompanying by the side of the scheming woman. When he learned that his wife actually chose to leave with nothing, but was not as happy as imagined. Tang Wanxing has no job. Has no social life. Leaving me is also leaving with nothing. How will she live? Madam, said she herself, will find a way. She's a full-time housewife. What solution does she have in mind? Where is she? After Madam signed the papers, she had already left. This foolish woman. The president originally intended to find his wife, to give her some compensation. His own heart would also feel a bit better. But a call from the scheming woman directly pulled him back to the ward. Hans Hen, please don't go, okay? Okay, I won't go. I won't leave. Not in a foreign country. Has it been 3 years of treatment? How did it get worse than before? Miss Shen was poisoned 3 years ago. It has already penetrated deep into the bone marrow. If we can't find it again. The divine Dr. Zuying. I'm afraid it will be too late. Gladly. I'm sorry. If 3 years ago, it wasn't to save me, you wouldn't have been poisoned. Han Shen, I don't blame you. As long as you're okay, I can die without regrets. Listening to the sincere confession of the scheming woman, the president's mind was instantly clouded. So he promised the scheming woman that he would definitely find the divine Dr. Zuying to help her with her illness. He then instructed his assistant to offer $1 billion reward to search globally for the missing divine Dr. Zuying. However, he did not expect that the legendary divine Dr. Zuying was actually his ex-wife who left him with nothing. At this point, the assistant asked him if he still wanted to find a woman to compensate her for the divorce. But the president feels that even if he doesn't go, wait for the woman to run out of money in a few days. Naturally, she will contact him on her own. Little did she know that at this moment, the woman is lying on the sofa, enjoying tasting $1 million grape juice, and someone is offering a reward for a package. Looking for news about the divine Dr. Zuying, it quickly reached the assistant as well, although the woman is not lacking in these small goals. But she was still shocked by this news. The assistant has already figured out, the boss can make $1 billion in one go, so why can't I have a sip of soup? So he immediately asked the woman if she wanted to take the order. Little did he know, the next second, he would be poured cold water by the woman. Refused. Why? Why? 3 years ago. I've never seen such high rewards. Wasn't it also for huge rewards? Going to Qingguo to treat people. So 3 years ago, people also treated people for high rewards. It was also during that time that they encountered the president who was poisoned. And until now, they haven't even seen the other party's appearance. I have no idea. So, when it comes to this kind of order, I still feel lingering fear. Especially since she really doesn't need this money. Boss, you're right. High rewards definitely come with high risks. We won't take it, we won't take it. That man from 3 years ago. Have you found him? Anna has been investigating abroad for 3 years, using all her resources, but still hasn't found any leads. I think that man is not simple. No matter how difficult, we must find him. Whoever dares to come after me, I will make sure they pay the price. At this moment, the woman's phone suddenly rang. Her senior marshal brother encountered a very tricky medical case. However, the patient's fiancé has quite a background. He himself has no confidence in treating this illness, which is why he called to ask the woman for help. Send me your location. I'll go take a look. At this moment, the CEO is staring at the woman's photo, unable to figure out for days why his wife hasn't returned yet. Just then, the assistant suddenly ran over, told him that we have found the whereabouts of the divine healer Zuying. The whereabouts of the divine healer Zuying. Immediately, the two of them went to intercept someone. Meanwhile, the woman at this time was driving on the road with the assistant. Unexpectedly, suddenly a car blocked their way. She was just about to get out of the car to give the driver in front a piece of her mind. Unexpectedly, she saw the president getting out of the car. Scared, she thought that the president knew her identity. The divine healer Zuying. Our president would like to invite you to come out of seclusion and treat the illness. The conditions are up to you. It was only then that the woman realized they came to seek treatment from her. But at this moment, she already did not want to have any involvement with the president. So she ordered the assistant to leave directly. Unexpectedly, she suddenly came up with an idea. So she rolled down the car window a little. The president, the divine healer Zuying. For those who do not want treatment, he has always ignored them. It seems we have a chance. The woman reached out her hand, gesturing for the CEO to come closer to the car. When she heard the CEO say that he wanted to treat the scheming woman, she immediately changed it to a gesture of disdain. She successfully achieved her goal of humiliating the CEO. The CEO also didn't expect that she would act like this. This was the first time he had been defeated by a woman, but it also made him very interested in the divine Dr. Zuying. A strong interest has arisen. He instructed his assistant to use any means necessary to dig out the true identity of the divine Dr. Zuying. And just at that moment, His phone suddenly rang. Hey, CEO Fu. I have invited Zhu Woolen Cloth to treat Miss Shen as a detox expert. Are you available to come over? Okay. I'll come right away. To the hospital. Hey. Damn Fu Han's hen. Almost late. Oh my. Senior brother. The patients and their families have all arrived. It's just you left, let's go. Senior brother. You didn't tell them about my identity. Don't worry. Your senior brother's got this. Serious. Hey, junior sister. Where have you been these 3 years? Why haven't I heard anything from you? The woman told him she got married. The senior brother was shocked to hear this. He couldn't understand who was qualified marrying such a celestial junior sister. Unexpectedly, the woman continued. Her husband divorced her for his own moonlight. And divorced her. The senior brother immediately responded. The woman's ex-husband cursed angrily. And promised to introduce her to someone better. Someone better. Unexpectedly, when they arrived outside the ward together, the woman suddenly realized. The people inside were the CEO and the scheming woman. No, junior sister. What's going on? Could it be that you know each other? Know each other too well. That's my ex-husband. And his moonlight. Ah? Han Shen. Wait for me to get better. The agreement from 3 years ago. Is it still valid? I promised. I will take responsibility for you. This man not only has a stupid brain, but also poor taste. Senior brother. I may not be able to help with this task. I can't help you anymore. Sorry, brother. Junior sister. I really don't know. What kind of relationship do you have? Who's at the door? Senior brother. I'll leave first. Mr. Fu. Dr. Zhu. What are you doing here? Mr. Fu. I made an appointment for Miss Shen. That expert. He said he can't see Miss Shen's illness. Can't make it. Are you playing me? Mr. Fu, you've misunderstood. Don't misunderstand. Ah, madam, what are you doing here? Are you looking for Mr. Fu? Tang Wanxing, stop right there. Move aside. So that's Tang Wanxing. This woman. Han Shen divorced her. Why is she still lingering around? Tang Wanxing. This foolish woman. Is she here to find me at the hospital? What is she running for? Mr. Fu, I just saw. Madam came out from Miss Shen's ward. Did she see something? Or hear something? I will take responsibility for you. She must have heard that I will. Shen Shinran is responsible, right? No wonder. Which woman heard her own beloved husband saying, be responsible for another woman? She definitely can't stand it. Isn't it? Mr. Fu, if you are worried about your wife, should I give her a call to comfort her? TSK, how could I worry about her? Hello. The number you dialed is out of service. Out of service. You give her a call. The number you dialed is currently in a call. Ah, Mr. Fu. It seems like your wife has blocked you. Blocked? Okay. Check for me. Let me check. Where could she have gone? Yes. Mr. Fu, you should go up and take a look. Miss Shen's illness has relapsed again. Finally made a trip to the clinic, but ran into this man Fu Han's hen. No, Fu Han's hen is too troublesome. We have to leave Haiguo now. Leave Haiguo. Hey boss, I know you want to go to Qingguo. Find Wang from 3 years ago. The man takes revenge. Lu Kanjing. We're broke now. Luku Angning. Luku Anjiting. I Kangeng. Luku Aining. Luku Pansing Lang. Vanny. Luku Anjiing. How did you know that? Luku Anaking. Lukanjiting. Elvany. Law Eyeing.